busy day on Tuesday for the New Orleans Saints with a flurry of roster moves that they announced. If you want to read about this, you can. The story's up at louisianasports.net. As a matter of fact, here ahead of Week 6 practices, which Tuesday's the off day in the NFL, so Wednesday the Saints will be on the practice field getting ready for the Patriots. But here's the moves that they made. Most notably, the Saints have signed veteran cornerback Michael Davis to the active roster. We'll get on that here in just a quick second. They've waived running back and kick returner Velus Jones. Now, it was a rough day for Jones on Sunday, and in particular, when you're Velus Jones, the way you're going to make the roster and make an impact is not running the football, because Alvin Kamara and Kendre Miller are primarily going to handle those roles. Where you're going to make your impact is on special teams, and consistently on Sunday, New Orleans had poor starting field position, and one of those instances was where Velus Jones misjudged the kickoff and went into the end zone, took a knee, which brought the Saints only out to the 20-yard line. Whereas all of the kickoff rules now are effectively set up to make sure you start at the 25 or beyond. So a one-to-one there. They've signed wide receiver Ronnie Bell and rookie tight end Maliki Mataval to the practice squad. For Mataval, this is just sort of the what you're just going to see happen all year is they're making room on the roster when they need to cut a guy, waive a guy, but just say, hey, sit tight. We'll sign you right back whenever we can, because there's no real risk at this point of him being signed to somebody else's active roster. So when you need to make space for a signing, you can do it there. And then they've also terminated the practice squad contracts of defensive end Garrett Nelson, tackle Satao Laumea, and I don't know if I nailed that or not, and wide receiver Tommy Malott. So a few things here. I think adding Davis is clearly the most notable thing here. And by the way, this was Brandon Staley. OTAs, this was from May of 2021. Davis played collegiately at BYU and came into the NFL, played for Staley with the Chargers from 2021 to 2023. So, again, there's familiarity with your defensive coordinator and the player. So that that knowledge base of the player and the system and all helps for an easier transition. This was, again, Staley back in 2021 about Davis.
I'm really excited about Vato. Really feel like this guy's got a lot of tools to work with. I think he's just entering the beginning of his NFL career. In my mind, this guy's got a lot of confidence. I feel like he's really been able to thrive in our DB environment, and this guy can press. He can play off. He can judge the ball deep. He can really run, as you guys know. But another factor that we really have been impressed with is the way his brain works. This guy can think the game. He can see the game. And a lot of it, when you're playing corner in this league, is playing that chess match against whoever you're facing and knowing not all these people that you're going against are the same. And so we're hopefully, going to be partnering up with him for many years to come.
So you're talking about a guy here who has been around the league a good bit now. Was with the Chargers in 2017 through 23, spent last year with Washington. He's played in 122 games with 76 career starts. So this is an experienced cornerback. And obviously what this points to is Isaac Yiadom, who missed last week with the hamstring injury, and that may continue to limit his availability. So Yiadom was not available this past week. We got to see rookie Quincy Riley take a larger role in the defense. And now with Yiadom out and some time, here's a veteran player who's played more than 100 games, has familiarity with Brandon Staley, familiarity with him as well. And so it's a great opportunity to bring in a guy that should have an easier transition that's played an awful lot. And if you're wondering, we like to look when we can at the PFF grades. Isaac Yiadom hasn't exactly set the world on fire defensively to start the season. His overall PFF grade is just a 49. For context, Quincy Riley, who's played 94 snaps, his overall grade is a 65.9. So Riley, again, in a limited role, but still Yiadom's only played 140 snaps. So comparable. Quincy Riley has outperformed Isaac Yiadom. He's been really good in run defense as well. His run defense grade is an 80.7. So all that to say, we continue to hammer down this message about the young players on this team, the young talent, particular guys you drafted, continue to emerge in their role. And Riley might be one of those guys that we see. And another thing to remind you about with Yiadom, remember, Ross explained this last week, but Ross Jackson at LouisianaSports.net, that with Yiadom, if he plays more than 25% of the defensive snaps this year, you stand to forfeit the fourth-round compensatory pick you would gain from Paulson Adebo signing with the Giants. So the Saints are incentivized not to play Yiadom more snaps, and so now you get a veteran who might be able to fill that role, make you a little better in the secondary as well. So makes sense. Like it a lot what they did there in adding Michael Davis. So as we continue to develop here and any more roster moves, we'll let you know. But the Saints will be back on the practice field on Wednesday, starting their preparations for Sunday's game in the Dome against the New England Patriots. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.